Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Although both are wireless forms of communication, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi differ in terms of their purpose, capabilities, and other factors. So, let's talk about the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth is named after the 10th century Scandinavian king named Harald Bluetooth, who peacefully united the Denmark and Norway in about 983 AD. The Bluetooth logo derived from runic script alphabets H and B. Bluetooth is a technology designed to enable short-range wireless communication between electronic devices, such as between a smart TV, smartphones, laptops, smartwatch, earphone, headphones, etc. So the question is, how Bluetooth devices communicate with each other. The conventional wireless transmission uses only one frequency with the fixed channel, like we tune into a particular radio station. This type of wireless transmission has three problems: interference, jamming, and interception. In order to address these issues, the Bluetooth uses FHSS method, which stands for Frequency Hopping Spread Spectrum. Bluetooth sends and receives radio waves in a band of 79 different frequencies or channels centered on 2.45 GHz. Pairs of devices constantly shift the frequency 1600 times a second. This makes Bluetooth technology highly resistant to the interference. In this diagram, the 2.4 GHz frequency band divided into 79 different channels from F1 to F79 with 1 MHz bandwidth per channel. And the data travel time divided from T1 to Tn, where each tiny segment is called the hop time, which is 625 microseconds. Which means senders send data using frequency F1 for 625 microseconds and then change frequency. Two different senders use different frequency patterns. This sequence is known as hopping sequence or spreading code. The amount of time spent on each frequency or hop is known as dwell time. This is how single Bluetooth headset can even connect to multiple devices at the same time. This enables you to talk on the phone or listen to the music without the bother of wires or cords. Let's talk about the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is the networking technology that uses radio waves to allow high-speed data transfer over short distances between computers, laptops, printers, etc. Wi-Fi and Internet are two different things. They are related but not the same. The Internet is the language and Wi-Fi is the signal that sends this language to your devices which are connected to the Wi-Fi. The Internet is the global system of interconnected networking devices that uses the Internet Protocol Suite to communicate between the network and devices. This diagram describes the network of physical objects that are embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data over the Internet. The Wi-Fi is an individual or private network which uses the radio signal sent from a wireless router to a nearby devices, which translates the signal into data you can see and use. The devices transmit a radio signal back to the router, which may connect to the wide area network, which is also called the Internet. Wi-Fi term refers to a protocol or a set of rules for how information can be sent across a radio network. The protocol is called IEEE 802.11, and there are several versions of that protocol which are available, like 802.11a, 802.11b, etc. And 802.11ax is the latest one. The Wi-Fi router transmits at a frequency of 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz and across one of several channels per frequency. The 2.4 GHz band meant for the long distances may have 14 channels, whereas the 5 GHz band may have 44 channels, but it works for short distance. You may find many more channels in your router settings, but they are supported according to each country's regulations. The channels play a big role if there are lots of Wi-Fi connections around you. Few years ago, some of my devices were kept disconnected from Wi-Fi, which I fixed by changing the channel. What I believe the issue was because my neighbor's Wi-Fi network was also running on the same channel, and after changing it in the router settings, the issue was resolved. So, what is the difference between Bluetooth and Wi-Fi? The Bluetooth devices consumes less battery in comparison to the devices which are connected to the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi uses 2.4 and 5 GHz frequency band, which is used to connect devices to the local area network and wide area network, which is also called the Internet. Bluetooth only works with 2.4 GHz. The Bluetooth uses FHSS method to communicate with the connected devices. The Wi-Fi refers to a protocol or set of rules. The protocol is called IEEE 802.11.